They taught you the wrong story about yourself. From a young age, the message was subtle but constant. Why do you overthink so much? Why does everything affect you? Why can't you just let it go like everyone else? Eventually, you stopped arguing. You started believing the problem was you. But what if I told you that the trait you've been trying to suppress your entire life is not a flaw, but a rare biological advantage? Not a weakness, not immaturity, not emotional instability. A different operating system. You don't feel more, you perceive more highly sensitive people don't experience more emotions. They experience more information. Your brain is not louder, it is clearer. Neuroscience shows that roughly 15 to 20% of humans are born with a nervous system that processes stimuli more deeply. This is not learned behavior. This is not trauma. This is wiring. Why one room feels different to you. Think of two people standing in the same room. One hears noise, you hear layers, tone, tension, what wasn't said, what almost was. This is why you walk away from conversations exhausted while others feel energized. Your brain wasn't just listening, it was decoding. Your brain lets everything in. The first difference lies in sensory intake. Most brains have a strong gatekeeper. It filters out unnecessary details to conserve energy. Your brain does not do this efficiently. Psychologists call this low sensory gating. Translation? Your brain lets everything in. Light feels brighter, sounds feel sharper, emotions feel heavier. But this is also why you see what others miss. You absorb emotions because your brain is built to mirror. The second difference is empathy, but not the way people think. You don't just empathize emotionally, you empathize neurologically. Your mirror neuron system is more active, meaning your brain mirrors other people's internal states automatically. You don't imagine their pain, your nervous system recreates it. The pause that makes you doubt yourself. Then there's the trait that causes the most self-judgment. The pause. That moment where you don't respond immediately, where decisions feel heavy, where you replay conversations later. You are told this means weakness. The science says it means depth. You are not slow, you are running simulations. Your brain engages in deep processing. While others react, your mind calculates meaning, consequences, and long-term outcomes. Fast minds react, deep minds predict. That pause isn't confusion, it's computation. Why you need silence. More than others, depth has a cost. Because you process so thoroughly, your mental bandwidth fills faster. When it does, your system shuts down. You withdraw. You go quiet. You need isolation. Not because you're broken, but because your system needs recovery. If sensitivity was a flaw, evolution would have removed it. Here's the question that changes everything. If this trait is a weakness, why does it still exist? Evolution does not preserve defects. For thousands of years, tribes needed balance. The bold acted, the sensitive detected danger. You were never meant to fight first. You were meant to notice first. The world is loud. That doesn't mean you are wrong. Modern society rewards speed, noise, and aggression. That doesn't mean you are failing. It means the environment isn't built for your nervous system. And that matters. The orchid and the dandelion effect. Some people are like dandelions. They grow anywhere. Others are like orchids. In harsh environments, they struggle. In the right conditions, they outperform everything. Psychologists call this vantage sensitivity. When sensitivity is supported, it becomes power. When a sensitive nervous system is supported, not suppressed, it doesn't just survive, it excels. Your intuition sharpens, your creativity deepens, your insight becomes undeniable. Why you protect your privacy without realizing it. This is why many highly sensitive people live quietly. They observe, they listen, they rarely post. To others, it looks like disappearance. But silence isn't emptiness, it's regulation. Silence isn't always fear. Sometimes silence isn't anxiety, it's confidence without performance. If you want to know whether your digital silence is self-protection or self-sabotage, and why stepping back from constant visibility may actually be strength. You were never too sensitive, you were never defective, you were never weak, you were always tuned in. And in a world that's losing its ability to feel, that might be the most important trait of all. At the end, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. This channel is here to guide you toward positive thinking, a strong routine, and real success.